Hi, this is Dee, and you're watching VVIP. With fashion, it started when I was super young. I think I was around 14, 15 when I started with fashion. I used to customize my own clothes. So my mom would buy me jeans and I would get tired of them and then cut them up or fray them, and I would redesign some of my tops and dresses, and then I would style them when I would go out with my friends and or go to school. And I think I was around 21 when I started my own fashion blog. It was 6 years ago, and it was a time that everybody was doing fashion blogging, and I thought to myself, I could do this, it looks easy enough. When I started my blog, it was literally pictures of me styling different outfits. I remember that was like the thing with bloggers. Like, so you would go out, take pictures in an outfit, and then post it on your blog and talk a little bit about maybe your day, maybe where you found the clothes, maybe where the clothes, like what brands made the clothes, and etc. And I was not much of a writer, so I would just literally just write down who, like the brands that made the clothes, and I would take those same pictures and put them on Instagram. So I wouldn't say that my blog was successful. I would say that because I took pictures and posted them on Instagram, that kind of like made my it kind of made, I think that's what made me stand out, because my content was a bit higher quality than everyone else's on Instagram at the time. So yeah, that's how I started. I feel like street style and fashion has evolved tremendously in the past years. I feel like it's becoming very inclusive, it's becoming gender neutral, so you're not tied down to shopping women's wear or men's wear. You can literally buy from brands that will make collections for both. It is educational. A lot of brands are taking on fashion to educate people on a lot of issues. It is very extremely expressive, but it's also conscious. A lot of brands are using materials and fabrics that can be recycled. A lot of people are thrifting, buying secondhand clothes to make sure they contribute to the environment and keeping it clean. So I feel like fashion is moving towards a really better place, and I really hope it continues. I have so many tips for natural hair, but I'm gonna keep it to few. I'm gonna start with deep conditioning. So taking the time out to deep condition your hair is very important. You can start by using a hair mask or a deep conditioner and applying it in your hair for like 20 to 15 minutes after you wash your hair, and you'll see the results instantly. So that's one of my tips. Another tip would be to wrap your hair or put it in a bonnet when you're sleeping, because that friction from the pillow is really bad for your hair and it causes frizz or breakage, which is like really bad for your hair. The last tip would be to get regular trims. So you don't have to go every 3 months. You can go once every 6 months, or twice a year, once a year. You can just look at your hair and see how your shape is looking, your ends, all of that, and then decide for yourself if you need a trim or not. But getting regular trims is so good for your curly hair, and it helps it grow. Social media is extremely important for my branding, because I feel like the content that I put out is my online presence in a way. So for example, wearing my hair naturally has like in the past 2 years became my new brand and my new identity. So I get a lot of girls with natural curly hair coming to my page trying to find ways to style their hair, finding tutorials, products that they can go and purchase to maintain the health of their hair. I also feel like social media is a very important place to connect with brands, to connect with people who are like-minded, and to also also connect with future clients for me because I create content on social media. Social media is like my portfolio for sometimes like I get booked to model for certain brands through my Instagram because they see my images, they see what I look like. So it's very important. If anything, I feel like it's my only presence in a way, because without it I wouldn't be known and I wouldn't be contacted for all the things that I've been getting contacted for. So yeah, it's very, very important. There are a lot of tips that I would give to someone starting out, but the best one would be to network. I feel like when you put yourself out there and meet people who work in your industry or have the same passions as you, will teach you so much about what you want to do, or it might take you in a different direction than what you hoped you would do. It might give you the courage to continue and stay consistent with the content that you're producing. So having friends in the industry is very, very helpful. Also, another tip would be obviously consistency. I feel like you learn through consistency. So the more content you put out and the more you do, the more you'll learn and the better you'll become as a creator.